What if I told you that the very thing most older men are proud of, their strength, their passion, their masculinity, could also be the reason their health, confidence, and even relationships fall apart? I've seen men collapse in the most intimate moments of their lives, not from weakness, but from misunderstanding how their bodies have changed with time. They didn't realize that what once worked in their 30s could be deadly in their 70s. That's the hidden danger no one warns you about. The silent price men pay for not knowing how to adapt. I'm Dr. Moit Kara, a urologist and men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience helping men in their 60s, 7 and beyond reclaim their vitality, rebuild their confidence, and restore true intimacy. I've spoken with thousands of men who thought aging had taken everything from them. But I've also seen the opposite. Men who discovered that with the right knowledge, their later years became the most powerful, passionate, and connected chapter of their lives. Here's the truth that will surprise you. Your body doesn't end your sex life, your habits do. The same rules that defined intimacy when you were young can quietly destroy it when you're older. You were never told that the body, the heart, and the mind must now work together. And that real strength comes not from performance, but from understanding. Today, I'll share 5 powerful sex secrets that every man over 60 must know. Truths that could protect your heart, save your relationship, and even extend your life. And stay with me because the 5th one is the hardest to accept and the one that could save you from making the most dangerous mistake of your life. Before we begin, if you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss another honest, life-changing mess made specifically for men like you. And if what I'm sharing speaks to you, type 1 in the comments to let me know you're here and listening. If it doesn't, type 0. I truly value your feedback and want to keep improving every message for you. Now that we're ready, let's begin with first truth, because this one quietly breaks more hearts, more confidence, and more relationships than any other. It's the mistake most men over 60 make without even realizing it. And it's the reason so many believe their best years are behind them. Secret number 1. Spontaneity is a young man's game. Secret number 1. Spontaneity is a young man's game. Preparation is a wise man's power. When I was in my 30s, I believed passions would be wild, effortless, and spontaneous. But after decades of listening to men in their 60s and 70s, I've learned that this same belief has quietly broken more confidence, more relationships, and more hearts than almost any medical condition I treat. Because here's the truth. What once made you feel alive in your youth can, without warning, put your life at risk when you're older? Most men never see it coming. They go years without intimacy. Then one night, the opportunity finally appears. The candles are lit, the heart races, and pride takes over. I'll show her I've still got it, they think. But in that moment of excitement, their blood pressure spikes, their heart pounds like it hasn't in years, and their body, unprepared for the physical strain, begins to fail. I've had patients collapse in those moments, not from weakness, but from pride. Men who look perfectly healthy, strong, even athletic, ending up in an emergency room because they believe they could perform like they did at 25. I remember one patient, let's call him Harold, who told me through tears, "Doc, I thought I was just being a man. I didn't know it could kill me." That night, he had pushed himself too far, too fast. His heart went into arrhythmia. He survived, but barely. And afterward, he couldn't look at himself in the mirror. He told me the worst part wasn't hospital stay. It was the humiliation, the fear that he might never be intimate again. That's the price so many men pay for refusing to prepare. But preparation isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It's checking your heart, understanding your medications, making sure your body is ready for the demands of sex, just as you would before any physical activity. It's about talking to your partner, setting the right pace, and treating intimacy not as a test of youth, but as an act of care and connection. When you prepare, you protect your body and your dignity. You remove fear from the moment and replace it with confidence. The men who understand this truth live longer, love better, and carry a quiet kind of power that youth can't replicate. They don't chase the thrill of spontaneity. They build it slowly, intentionally, beautifully. And that kind of intimacy doesn't just last longer, it's safer, deeper, and far more satisfying. Because when you stop trying to perform and start learning how to prepare, you stop risking everything for one moment and start creating moments that last now. The next truth might shock you even more. Because while this one is about your heart in the bedroom, the next is about how your performance down there could actually reveal what's happening inside your real heart and why ignoring it could cost you your life. Secret number 2, your erection is a message. Secret number 2, your erection is a message from your heart, from your heart. I'll never forget a man named David. He came into my office one quiet afternoon, half embarrassed, half joking. "Doc," he said, "I think my problem's just age. Things don't rise to the occasion like they used to." He expected a quick prescription, maybe a laugh, and to be on his way. But something about his tone, his exhaustion, his quiet fear made me pause. I ran a few simple tests, and what we found changed his life. Within 3 weeks, David was in the hospital having emergency surgery for a 90% blockage in one of his coronary arteries. The same man who thought he had a bedroom problem was in truth walking around with a ticking time bomb in his chest. That night from his hospital bed, he called me and said, "Doc, I came in because of sex, but you saved my life." That's when I realized how many men die from silence. Because what most older men don't understand is that the first sign of heart disease often doesn't show up as chest pain. It shows up as a change in your erections. The arteries that supply blood to the penis are smaller than the ones that feed your heart or brain. When plaque begins to form, when blood flow weakens, it's those smaller vessels that fail first. So, when you notice things aren't working like they used to, that's not just a sign of aging. It's your body whispering for help. Ignore that whisper long enough and one day it starts screaming in the form of a heart attack or a stroke. I've seen men who brushed it off, too proud to talk about it, too embarrassed to tell their doctor. They'd hide the pills in their drawer, blame stress, or make excuses to their partners. Months later, I'd get a call from a wife or daughter saying he didn't wake up. That's the price of denial. The price of treating your body's warning as an inconvenience instead of the alarm that it is. And this isn't about fear. It's about awareness. When you address the root cause, when you protect your heart, something extraordinary happens. Blood starts flowing better. Energy returns. And yes, so does confidence in the bedroom. Because fixing what's happening down there starts with saving what's happening in here inside your chest. The truth is simple but powerful. An erection is not just a measure of masculinity. It's a measure of circulation of life itself. So if you've noticed changes, don't hide them. Don't laugh them off. Be brave enough to face them. Talk to your doctor. Run the tests and act now. Because one honest conversation today could mean 10 more years with the people you love. And if that truth feels uncomfortable, the next one may surprise you even more. Because what I'm about to share isn't about blood flow or medicine. It's about something deeper, something no pill can fix. It's the real reason so many older men feel empty even when everything seems fine. It's the kind of hunger that can't be satisfied by touch alone. Secret number 3, sex isn't just physical. Secret number 3, sex isn't just physical. It's emotional medicine. I've sat across from hundreds of men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, men who've built companies, raised families, and fought through life's hardest storms. Yet when they speak about intimacy, their voices tremble. Not from weakness, but from a deep, quiet hunger they don't know how to name. They say things like, "Doc, I just don't feel close to anyone anymore." Or, "I don't even miss sex." I miss being wanted. And behind those words, I can see the truth. What they've really lost isn't desire. It's connection. The kind that makes you feel alive. You see, after 60, intimacy changes shape. It's no longer about the rush of youth, the quick spark, the chase. It's about presence, closeness, and being seen by someone who still believes you matter. But when men lose that emotional layer, when they convince themselves that touch no longer matters, something inside them begins to break down. I've seen it happen more times than I can count. A man withdraws after years of marriage or gives up on dating altogether. He tells himself it's easier this way, that he's fine on his own. But behind closed doors, loneliness starts to eat away at him. His blood pressure rises. His sleep suffers, his appetite fades, his world grows smaller. And soon what began as emotional distance turns into physical decline. That's the price men pay for starving their hearts. Emotional isolation is one of the most dangerous conditions I treat, and it doesn't show up on a blood test. It shows up in silence, in the empty chair across the table, in the man who used to laugh but now just shrugs. Science has proven it again and again. The loss of intimacy triggers a cascade of changes. Higher cortisol, weaker immunity, rising inflammation, and anencry.